Whether we like it or not, things don't always go as planned. We try our best, but sometimes we make false assumptions, or maybe we simply don't have enough experience to know any better. But I didn't want to necessarily talk about my experience putting this MOOC together. Anyways, we know that finding someone to blame doesn't really help improving matters. Although one might think that the blame game has to be a favorite corporate pastime. Seriously though, we talk often about continuous improvement, and the exercise of lessons learned after an assignment can be invaluable. There is a basic concept that I know is tied to specific cultures, but I would like to share that with you here. To learn, one needs to be willing to make mistakes. I think we look exactly at the idea in various forms throughout this course, starting with the retrospective nature of lessons learned exercises, following through to risk analysis in week 5 under solution statement, to the continuous improvement framework of the Deming cycle in week 6. After a project or assignment has been finished, the idea is to get all the key stakeholders together and discuss what went well, what didn't go so well, and what would we do differently the next time. And there are corrective measures we have to initiate right now. Each individual should be given the opportunity to speak openly about all these points I just listed with a clear goal of making things better. There are no winners or losers in a lessons learned exercise, and of course, there's always the danger that the blame game raises its ugly head. But we cannot afford not to be able to discuss these matters. Furthermore, if we say that a key attribute of a BA is to communicate effectively, well, this subject clearly falls within the category, doesn't it? The key here is really in the form of communication. It should never be personal. We should always keep the conversation to the element at hand. And lastly, always show respect to each other and encourage others to speak their mind. Speaking of lessons learned, I will no doubt come back to you at the end of the course to get your opinion, as your feedback is invaluable to me. Thanks for viewing.